Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of CineMayo's Movie Chat with Tom Hagnati and also Tim Allen and myself, Joe. Here it is, Joe Mayo. And we usually do this show later. I've been doing it in the evenings here, Eastern. Now it's 4:30 p.m. Some of you people may be at work. I don't know. Some of you people are at work. And that's just like playing on the computer all day, and stuff like that. Maybe some of you are cooks or something like that, and you can just look on your phone and play around and talk. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Zing, just having fun. Well, we got some people here watching, and thank you very much.
I seem to remember a mailman making videos while he was on the job.
Oh, video! I don't know about videos. Oh, yes, I did make a couple of things, but I have some. That's right. You're right. I do have a couple of really good ones, man, in the truck, but I could never put those up, even after the fact. I don't think. But no. I mean, I used to get back to the truck and I would look on the phone and say, okay, any new comments, and walk a little bit again. So with that, I say hello, Harold. Hello, our tourist. I'm gonna have to put my desk fan on.
I love it.
Tom, you missed a good show last week. It was pretty good.
I watched half of it and enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun,
guys. Great job.
Yeah, and we got Tom back for this show. Which is good.
So it won't do as well this time now that I'm back.
Yeah, sure it will. Man. Oh, James. Hello, Eric. Hello. I hear that you missed my show that I did on my other channel, Me and Mr. Mayo, where I talked about the John Lennon box set, Power to the People. And he left a comment and he said, "Oh, this is my free day," or something. I went grocery shopping. He didn't know I was going to be having this up. Yeah, I wasn't going to make it live with an announcement. I just recorded, and then I put it up afterwards in case I had to edit anything. It's a Richard James. Guys, I don't have anything myself to talk about this week. It's been a slow week. Unless you say that I'm into the last season of the Brady Bunch. I'll talk about that a little. And I'll tell you, man, I haven't seen these in a long time. But you can tell in season 5, it's like, all right, we're getting it. It's time to stop this because the kids are getting real old. And Greg's like 6'3" or something. But, but still, I'm enjoying the odd episode. But there's some episodes that really stink on season 5. And there's some good ones mixed in with that. And pretty soon, I think the disc I'm on currently, we got one disc left, maybe, or maybe 2. I don't know. Anyway, later on, Cousin Oliver is going to make his appearance and ruin the show. So,
Robbie Rick. It's not his fault.
Man, I saw a terrible episode with Ken Berry as a next door neighbor with his wife. They adopt kids. It has nothing to do with the Bradys. I mean, nothing against that. It's just that it's the Brady Bunch. They were trying to make another series, I think, spin off another series, and they did like this episode with the neighbors adopt kids, and I'm like, stop. You know what I mean? At least when All in the Family did it, they did it with the Jeffersons, which was great, and they were the neighbors and stuff, and or Maude, so they had some good characters. Hey, Mike, what's going on? I watched about 2/3 of your discussion so far. It's good. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I talked about that. If he'd been a soldier man shooting beeps in Vietnam, that's all right this year. Might not be. We got to check the handbook, the guidebook.
It's not in the title. I think the title is not that we're going to go into that, but I think if it called something else, it might squeak by.
And the other problem I have too is, Angela. She was a known communist or a self-proclaimed communist. Do you know what album is? You're putting this album out in? You're putting it out in America, and then you're singing about self-proclaimed communist. And why do you think that's okay?
Hey, I love the tune.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the singing. Now on to another subject. The Brady kids needed a bathroom toilet. I think the show was ruined when everybody got a perm. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, hello, Ali. Hello, and there's Uncle Paul.
Hey,
He was on my
Paul.
catch up with Mayo show, so you can watch that. Poor guy, he was on the show where we were bombarded with questions about the Lennon box and that omitted song. Kelly's Kids, yes, was used on Brady's as a pilot, failed. Absolutely. I guess the idea of Cousin Oliver was to try to get back to how it was at first by having a little kid in the mix, but it didn't work. Oh, it was ridiculous. And what an obnoxious kid, too. You know, I can't take the kid.
Every show does that. That's how you know a show's over. They add a new character, usually a kid, and then the show's over. That's the last season, always.
Yeah, like Partridge Family.
Yeah, Partridge Family, same thing. And there's tons of them.
Maybe John Sinclair will be off the next reissue. Well, that's what I mean, you know. I don't know. Whatever. It's annoying. Okay, Uncle Paul, we can do it again. Fred Velez was supposed to be on my show with the other guys, but he sent a message saying he couldn't log in. You know what I was surprised about? Both, I think Matthew Street and Ken Michaels were saying that they had more difficulties getting into StreamYard than they do Zoom. You ever notice that? I never have a problem when somebody sends me a link.
I never have a problem.
We're talking about it here. I've been bringing my own show up with the Lennon too, but notice it's taking over this show too. You know, so let's try to cool that down a bit. Anyway, so I'm trying to think if I did watch any movies. No, I don't think I might have forgotten, but nothing stands out to me. What about you guys? Did you guys get any new movies? Wait a minute, did I get anything in the mail? Hold on. Wait a minute. No, I showed it last time. Or did anything? Get anything? Shopping at thrift store, mail, anything?
Yeah, sure.
How about you, Tim?
Go ahead. I didn't get anything. I watched movies, of course. But
All right. Well, all right. Good. Sounds good. I'm trying to pad it out because I can make the show at least an hour.
Yeah.
So
I guess we'll start with, if you want, Tom, showing us what you might have picked up.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Going back to the fest, I picked up Miss Odell and watched it last night, and I really enjoyed this. This was actually better than I was expecting it to be.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people were in it. You had, Peter Asher was in it, Patty Boyd, it was in here. You had Mel Evans' kids in there. Gary and why I can't dropping her name. Mark Lewison's in here. I mean, a lot of
People who are still with us, in other words.
Yeah, people that are still with us. Still, Julia.
Sounds like a Beatlefest movie.
It is a Beatlefest movie, and if you like the Beatles, you'll like this. But if you don't like the Beatles, you won't like this.
I have to see that. That's a good recommendation.
Yeah, no, I definitely recommend it. I definitely want, especially when she talks about the song Miss Odell. George was like, "Oh, I'm going to make you famous," but the song itself really isn't about her. It's about Bangladesh, the whole Bangladesh issue. So there's that.
Right.
Yeah. Yesterday came in the mail. I was kind of nervous that it wouldn't come in time, but I picked up a new Gloria Graham film called The Cobweb from, was it 1953 or 55 or something like that? Vincent Minnelli was the director. And, you also got Richard Widmark in there. You got Lauren Bacall. You got screen legend Lillian Gish in there, Charles Boyer. So I haven't watched this either, but it's got my girl Gloria Graham in there. So can't wait to check that out. Two more things.
Awesome.
One from the greatest genre of all time, as we know that, starring Roy Schneider. We got Sorcerer, which, as some people know, this is a remake of the film called Wages of Fear, the French film Wages of Fear. And I think this is a really good remake. This is, as we know, this is William Friedkin, who hot off the success of The Exorcist, A French Connection. He could do anything, but he chose to remake Wages of Fear, which was, I think, kind of controversial at that time. But have you seen this one, Joe?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I also have a Warner Brothers copy of this that they put out a few years back. And that's a nice copy, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. And Joe, I sent you this picture the other day, and I watched it the other night. And I missed this one because I'm a big fan of the 80s sex comedies and whatever. And,
yeah,
about,
I love that. At least I loved it at the time in the theater.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed this a lot, actually. And there's a couple commentary tracks on there. And it's a lot of fun, actually. And they also have the VHS version on here, and it looks like shit. But
is there a difference?
Yeah, it's pan and scan, and it just looks terrible.
What do they have the VHS for? Is it
just for shits and giggles, I guess.
Good old Miss Douchebag.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot. You got Ray Walston in there. You got Matthew Modine, and obviously Phoebe. She looks beautiful in that. Yeah.
What is that other girl, the one that rides the horse?
The one that, she's the one that gets naked all the time in the movie. But Phoebe, or should I say undress? Sorry,
Betsy something. Betsy.
Yeah. Betsy Russell.
Betsy Russell.
Yeah. So I had a lot of fun with this one. I'm looking forward to watching it again.
That's like a really good. I mean, that was the period where I was going to the theaters. I was 21, and I was watching all those kinds of Fast Times knockoffs and things.
Right. And plus, you also have Sylvia Crystal in here, who was in the year before was in Private Lessons. So she's got a little cameo in here as well. So definitely recommend Private School.
But there's good music too, no?
Oh yeah, a lot of good music. Yep.
I think
a lot of good music.
All right, that was pretty good. Let's see. Okay, I'll get back to movies. They have announced a Blu-ray for November, Laurel and Hardy Definitive Restorations, Volume 2. That's great. That's going to be more talkies, right? And some features. We really got to get Tom moving with that, with the blockheads and stuff.
Well, eventually, yeah. I do want to say also that we lost actor Terrence Stamp the other day. As we know, played General Zod in the first two Superman films, I should say. Also, great in other films, especially there was one that he did in the 90s called The Limey that I was a big fan of. That's also starred Peter Fonda.
Oh, Volume 2 is the shorts only. Okay. Oh, that's good, though. They're going to have, so eventually they're going to get all the shorts out. But I did see something that was listed for for features as well. It had, something like that, blockheads and stuff on there. Okay, you think Tom kind of said a little bit about this, Miss O'Dell. You liked it, right?
Yeah, I need to get the book. I haven't read the book. I think in the book she talks about having the affair with George in there.
There you go.
Cool. Yep. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I just watched him he had a bit role in the movie called Valkyrie with Tom Cruise and Kenneth Branagh.
Betsy Russell, who takes her clothes off of the movie, is any relation to Nipsey Russell? I get it. No.
Yes, very well done there, sir. Well done.
Hello, Wes. It kind of bothered me in the Dylan biopic that they made it seem like he got involved in the civil rights movement because his first album wasn't selling as many as Baez. Loved it otherwise. Yeah, make stuff up for no reason. What the hell? Get people thinking that's what happened. I don't know. I don't know as much about Dylan as the history exactly. So I wouldn't know then. If anything was.
Right.
Different.
Yeah, she Odell there. She also worked with Dylan, and she also worked with the Stones. So she almost kind of got like the holy trinity of music there with the Beatles, Stones, and Dylan.
Mm-hmm. She said the blind man. Okay. All right. Well, Tim, why don't you tell us about some of the movies that you've seen? I'm sure there'll be a doozy. especially if there's something weird.
Well,
Something weird. I was just gonna say.
No, I need to get back to something weird though, but I haven't. I didn't watch something weird again this week. But I stayed on the course I was on last week, and I watched nothing but Charlie Chaplin films this week.
Good work.
Yeah, I had all of those. I had all of those Chaplin films, Tim, that you were showing at one point when they first came out on DVD. But Criterion since put them all out on Blu-ray. So
yeah. So I watched The Kid, which is his first feature with Jackie Cooper, and it's a nice little movie. I mean, it runs under 60 minutes, and Cooper's great, and it's a funny movie, and you know, for a first full length movie, it's pretty good, you know, but it's not one of his great films or anything.
Oh, but how can you not get us all emotional when the kid's in the police car, you know, crying?
Yeah. But being a Chaplin guy, you know, it's funny when he borrows stuff that he's already used from other films. You know, he'd already done the short A Dog's Life, and it's sort of the same relationship he has with the dog and the kid. Like when the kid's beating him up, you know, well, it's an echo of the scene from A Dog's Life when the other dogs are attacking his dog, and he comes. You know, there's a lot of stuff he does again, which I find fascinating. And then I watched Payday, which is with the kid, which is one of his best shorts. I think it's the end of work, and Charlie gets paid, and his wife's waiting at the door. Of course, this big battle axe of a woman to take his money, and he's trying to hide some, but she's watching everything he's doing, and he goes and gets drunk, and you know, it's just a funny short. And then I watched The Circus, not one of his great films, but it's okay. I don't have a lot to say about it, you know. It's one of Chaplin hardly ever gets the girl at the end of the movie, you know, and this time he willingly gives her to somebody that she'll have a better life with, and off they go, and you know, so that's The Circus. And then The Great Dictator, which I think is one of his best films.
Sure.
It's his first full talkie. It's the first time he speaks, but he's not the tramp anymore. He would never speak being the tramp. So he's a barber. And again, there's scenes in this that are exact copies of scenes from earlier films. The main one never got released, but there's a whole scene where he's giving a guy a shave, which is exactly taken from a film from 20 years before, but never. It was actually a scene cut from forget what film it was cut from. I can't remember. Maybe I'm gonna do his shorts here. I watched the Chaplin review. Maybe it's one of those films. But yeah, it's exactly note for note exactly the same scene, which is they give you that as a special feature. But if you don't know The Great Dictator, Chaplin is a war hero, but he's been injured in the war and has amnesia, and he's been in a nut house for years. And he escapes, and they let him go because there's nothing more we can do for him anyway. And he goes back to his village, and of course he's a Jew and it's Germany, and he doesn't know what's going on with there's stormtroopers patrolling, and they've written Jew on everybody's window, and he doesn't get it, and you know, and he sort of becomes a hero again, and then he gets captured and put in a concentration camp, but he escapes and gets confused. He looks just like Hinkle, as they call him in the movie. He looks just like the Fuhrer Hinkle, and he becomes Hinkle. While Hinkle gets out of concentration camp, and it's great. It's just great.
Tim always walks the tightrope with his reviews. It's amazing. Wow.
Well, I want people to watch it. I don't want to give the whole thing away, but Paulette Goddard's in this movie, and she's good, and it's a good movie. I think it's one of his best. And then I watched the Chaplin review, the only one I've got the box for right here, which is
You should blow it up. Should I blow it up?
Arms, Sunnyside. Sunnyside, I think he's the barber. The Other Class, Payday Again, and The Pilgrim. And this is like the Gold Rush, where he narrates, but thank goodness he doesn't narrate the film. He just narrates between the films, which is thank goodness, because I don't like it when he narrates. But yeah, and this came out in the 50s, I think. It's just a short. And it's got some of his best shorts in it. And it, again, it's just really good. I don't have a lot to say about it. Except you're trying to fill time because we don't have anything to talk about. You cut me off. So okay, I'm done.
No, I thought that'd be funny. I just thought of it, using it that way. Oh man, sorry.
That's okay.
I guess I'm used to the Danish show.
I've got maybe one or two more Chaplin films I'm gonna watch, and then it'll be on to other things next week. I would have watched one of them today, but your show was early, so that's everything I watched this week.
Oh, see, now I rushed them. Now we got to fill up more time. Anyway, hey Tom, I got my last weekend. I got my Grease 2 LP autographed.
Who autographed it? This is what I want to know. Michelle Pfeiffer?
I hope so. Michelle Pfeiffer. In their heyday, I wonder.
Probably Eddie Deason probably signed it.
Oh yeah,
Deason's in Grease 2 as well. So that's who signed it, Mike. That's awesome.
All right, Tom. At Criterion, which titles would you pick if?
That'd be tough because I'd probably take the Godzilla box for one.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you laugh at all those pictures. So what's the point? I have a feeling you're going to try to get King Kong Escapes.
They're very laughable.
By the way, that last one that I showed you that was absolutely ridiculous looking. That's not even a Toho. I don't think that's a Toho movie. Even it's
right.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Chaplin is my favorite silent film star. That's a good choice.
Yeah, he's a lot of people's.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it though.
Yeah, that's one of the two I have to watch left. I've seen them all, but I'm rewatching them.
Yeah.
Far from the Maddening Crowd. Can we watch that? Movie's messed up.
Movie. Yeah.
Glad I looked. I'm catching this live. I was watching the Fab Gab Power to the People episode. You're telling me that I'm losing views over on my Fab Gab episode? Come on, man.
Come on. That's his bread. That's his bread and butter right there.
Yeah, that's my exactly.
That's his earner.
Well, what do they call that? A cash cow? That's a cash cow. That topic.
Cash cow. It's a cash cow.
But it's something I want to say anyway. By the way, I'm going to read this as Rotolo because I used to say Rotolo, and then I heard my whole life I was saying Susie Rotolo, and it turns out they pronounced it Rotolo. But anyway, yeah, that's Dylan's girlfriend from the dead back in the early '60s. Okay, the kid is great. Tim, I'm still planning on watching the original The Gold Rush, which you discussed last week. Saw it a long time ago. The circus had some great scenes.
Yeah. It's just not overall his best film, but it's good. It's not bad. It's just not his best.
Sunnyside from 1919 had the barber scene cut out.
Yeah. No, I remembered once I saw the names of the films.
I actually saw a barber scene today on my phone. It was from Saturday Night Live. It's Pat, where Pat goes to the barber, and the barber is played by George Wendt, who's a Norm from Cheers, and that's as far as I'll go.
I can imagine he's wondering one thing, you know.
Right. Oh yeah. It was everybody else that did a skit with Pat. Yeah.
I know this is a movie chat, but Tom, is that Wings Mobile new?
No, but it was kept in very good shape. And so
That's very nice.
yes, it's my latest prized possession.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chaplin purposely makes a joke, then laughs at it in Dictator. It is suggested that he dance with whoever large wife because it will carry weight. He says, "You mean I'll carry weight?"
Yeah, exactly.
Now, first of all, Richard James, I'm going to jump in here for a minute. Tim, God bless you. Don't ever listen to this guy. I am sick and tired of people watching movies that they'll watch nothing. Young people will watch nothing after 2000, before 2000. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like I just saw this one woman, young woman, I used to probably like a girl, and she's like, the best 50 best movies of all time. And in the thumbnail, there's all these movies from like 2000 in there, and she's got Jaws, and you know the old story. Oh, we'll pluck Jaws out, and we'll take, maybe not. Heaven forbid they should go before 1975, let alone 1930s or 40s or anything like that.
Exactly. I watch all movies that are good.
That's it. You don't know until you watch the movie, though. Come on. You watch all movies that are good. You don't know until you didn't know you were going to like the Chaplin movies until you saw them. Come on.
That are rumored to be good. But I don't. My problem with you guys know my problem with movies today. It's mostly car chases and superheroes, and I'm not into special effects. I don't care about that. So that's But I mean, I've watched recent movies in the last few weeks.
Oh, you have, and don't ever change anyway. I know you've watched more recent movies. You've talked about them, but the thing is, don't ever change. I want more people to watch older movies. Maybe that's a niche I can do on my freaking movie channel if I ever get it going again. Talking about movies from the 20th century. Imagine that concept. So. Yeah, I'm just. I'm not gonna read the list. It was too long for me.
Yeah,
I'm tired, man. Come on. You three are a great trio. Love this show. Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, City Lights. I have City Lights. I haven't seen it in a dog's age, but I actually liked it a lot. It's made an impression on me when I saw it.
Yeah, it's one of the best films ever made. I watched that last week, Tom. Just so you know.
Yeah. I liked all of the Chaplin stuff that you watched last week. That's good stuff.
I threw mine away. I tore it up and threw it away because it wasn't really. It was just the album cover, thing. It wasn't complete. Useless. I'm actually not ready for it. I mean, I'm ready in the sense that I've got my tickets ready for August 29th, but
so you're going on the Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, I'm going on the day before Thursday.
I'm not into it right now, but I hope I feel better and more into it. Circus, I'll read this one, is right between two masterpieces, Gold Rush and City Lights. Chaplin didn't re-release the Circus till around 1969. He went through his second divorce during the making of the film. Well, this too, I have, the one we're going to see is not in 3D, but there's only one 3D showing that I know of, and that's the 28th. I'm thinking of maybe trying to see that because I've never seen it in 3D. I'd like to see what that's like. I probably would go myself for that if I do. There you go.
Thank you.
I've been seeing photographs from Weapons.
I might see it Wednesday night. Yeah. But I did see a movie this past week that I'll talk about.
Why don't you do that now?
Well, there's a cool little indie film that came out last week called Americana, starring Sydney Sweeney and Paul Walter Hauser.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
Is that the jeans girl?
It sure the hell is.
She's popular now.
And she looks good in them jeans. Well, this film had its premiere at a festival in 2023, so it's been done for a while. But it's you know, it's kind of like a heist road film type thing, kind of midday western. Sydney Sweeney is kind of like a you know, I wouldn't say she's special, but she's got kind of like a stutter. She's a waitress, and Paul Walter Hauser's kind of like a, you know, loner who's, you know, wants to find love very badly, and they kind of get mixed up with this ghost shirt that belongs to, you know, Native Americans that gets, or Indians, and it gets stolen, and or somebody buys it and then somebody else wants it, so it gets stolen, and then therefore the chase pursues to get this, and another lead actress, Halsey, she's a musician. She has a son who proclaims himself the reincarnation of Sitting Bull, and it's kind of comical in that way. She comes from a very religious family whose father, you know, pours out their daughters to higher bidders and stuff like that. So it's very charming. I wouldn't say that, but I liked it a lot. And it's for people, you know, that are tired of, you know, superhero films and action films. There's good stuff out there that,
and that are no longer children anymore.
Yeah, and I'm not making fun of you, Tim, because I know you've got a theater, only one theater or whatever. But I'm saying for the people that have theaters around you, this is a good film that you know, people are clamming for. People want, you know, more creative things that, rather than superhero and action films. You know, so here's another one that just nobody's going to see, and it's a damn shame.
Well, sad.
Yeah.
Sad world. That's going to be my modern remake. Right. I'm just going to see Jaws in regular format. You know, I'm thinking IMAX. You know.
Yep.
Refresh my memory for a minute there, Tom. Have you not seen Jaws on the big screen? Or have I forget?
No. This will be my first time seeing it on the big screen.
Great.
So I can't wait. I'm really excited.
Yeah. I saw a 1960 film called Never Let Go, starring Peter Sellers and Richard Todd. I guess nobody here has seen it. I haven't.
No, I haven't seen that one.
No, I haven't. Sounds interesting.
A couple of days ago was the anniversary of Elvis's death, and I was going around the channels and I watched. There were different Elvis movies on, and I was watching like 20 minutes of each movie. That doesn't count. But no, I don't care, man. They're fun. And again, I did a review on the channel about one of them, a Flaming Star. I almost said Flaming Pie. Flaming Star, which is really good.
Now, when you were watching those videos, did commercials come on?
You're talking about? Well, no, I'm talking. What did I say? Turn TC.
Okay, it wasn't YouTube
television.
It wasn't
television.
Okay. It wasn't YouTube channel or YouTube?
There were commercials at the ones I wasn't YouTube. It was TV, and they had commercials.
Okay. Well, I was watching YouTube last night, and commercial came on, and Stephen Schnee was in it.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I think he does commercials for movies or something.
Yeah.
Collector's Choice. He does Collector's Choice.
Yeah.
Movies. Yeah.
Hey, it's Henry, but is it the real Henry? Henry.
The company he works for is owns Collector's Choice, which is
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I'm hearing. I'm going to try not to say this, but I'm hearing talk. Sydney Sweeney may do Bud Light commercials because she has great, etc. The thing is, too, though, the jeans are disgusting as far as I'm concerned. I call me old school, which I proudly am, and a boomer. I like tight jeans. I don't know what the hell,
She, the jeans she was wearing in this movie were tight, and she has revealed these so-called cans, as Kimba has said in her comment in other movies, and I gotta say that she's fine.
Well, yeah. You should have saw me in my Jordache back in 1981 when I was like 19.
Wasn't that a woman's jean?
I don't know. I wore them. I don't think they were.
Didn't Brooke
I hope they weren't. I was wearing them.
Yeah.
No, they made men's jeans too. I didn't wear them. But they made them.
I remember. I think Brooke Shields was the spokeswoman for Jordache jeans.
I just thought I was thinking of the honeymooners because everything is a honeymooners line. Tom, when are you going to watch the classic 39 honeymooners?
Well, it's getting closer. I have this hard drive here that has all the episodes on them. So I will. It's getting there.
What I want to do is, are they going to have the titles on there? Because the titles are not right on the show itself. You got, I don't know.
Oh, really? Yeah, no. So, well, maybe.
Yeah, no.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Because when that happens, we want to go over them one by one. Because for somebody who's never seen them, I'm curious. And not that there's too much pressure there, or anything like that.
Oh, don't worry. I don't feel any. I've only been doing this for the last 10 years, so it's okay.
Well, if you don't know, I ain't going to tell you.
Yeah.
For upsetting people just because
There's
pretty.
this wonderful thing called Google that you can find out.
Yeah, I saw this video was up. Stephen Schnee has a video. He does all the Elvis reviews, but the records, though. It makes me want to listen to more Elvis, yeah. I heard about Weapons. Apparently really good.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I've been listening to a lot of Elvis Costello lately to make this about films. He apparently he appears briefly in Austin Powers movie. That's really stretching it, but yeah, it's okay. A couple of dropping another topic here now and then, not a problem. I think we did it last time. I can't. I went in all off to talk about all kinds of other things in some other show. Oh, here we go. Today I played the 2 CDs called Without the Beatles with songs covered by the Beatles. It's fantastic. Yeah, a lot of good songs on that.
Yes,
yeah,
did.
right. Okay,
yes,
sure.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. I mean, my favorite singer, my favorite musician is 83. My favorite actor is 82. It's gonna,
It's all downhill from here. And I tell you, the next 5 years, I think 5 is about right, not 10.
Oh, 5 is, well, I don't know. I think people are living longer these days.
Yeah, they are.
But next 5 to 10 years are going to be terrible, rough.
You just got to get prepared. I still got my Yoko records ready.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'll
be honest, I am not looking forward to the following days after her passing. Just because of
I'm not either. I anticipate some idiots out there are going to do a certain song from The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to really get into, but I know I can already, like, I can't think of the words. Guess, anticipate, pre-anticipate.
Yeah.
They briefly ran the rooftop concert in IMAX theaters, but not anywhere near me. Yeah, I saw that. It was nice to see, but it's so damn short.
Yeah, no, that was great to see that in theater.
I gotta stop moving forward.
Yeah.
Now on, there we go, folks. So now on, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I should be doing, like Tim's doing. Apparently.
Well, I'm at the back of my chair. I'm not back too far.
Okay. Soil and Green.
I knew you were gonna say that.
No, but what's
no, the Planet of the Apes preview.
No, I don't. Oh, he sucks at that. He sucks at that. But he could have been good though. No, wait, don't tell me. Don't say the word. Key Largo.
Little Caesar.
Little Caesar, sure.
I can't think of it. There's one I really like, and I can't think of the name of it. It's a gangster comedy he did.
The whole town's talking. No, that's not it.
No.
There was a film he did with Burt Lancaster that I really like called All My Sons. From I think 47 or 48.
10 Commandments with G. Robinson.
10 Commandments, yeah.
He's the weak link. I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was real believable in that film.
Oh, the woman in the window is pretty good. He did 2 films with Fritz Lang. They're both very good.
No, I still think that he should
Oh.
take that and make a nice 3 hour, 2 hours and 45-minute movie out of that. Best stuff. Tight, make it tight.
There's a trilogy from like 1939. It's 3 short films made into one film called Tales of Manhattan. And Edward G. Robinson is in the last one, and it may be my favorite performance of his.
Yeah,
Tales
sure.
of Manhattan. AMC used to show it a lot. Great film.
Oh, that's with the Rock, right? Is that UFC film? I might check it out. We'll see.
The Stranger with Orson Welles.
Yeah, he was in that too. Edward G. Robinson. Yeah, A24 is great. I mean, they make great low budget films, and you know they do well. They do well. I mean it's always Fargo, but Big Lebowski is right there, classic. I do like No Country for Old Men. So many great films that they did.
Henry, I got a question for you. What's your favorite W.C. Fields movie? What's your favorite Marx Brothers movie? Don't mind the Coen Brothers. What's your favorite Marx Brothers movie?
I want to talk about I like Oh Brother Where Art Thou. It's far from a perfect film, but it's charming and
but that's top 5.
I
think that's top 5 as well. Yeah. Got Raising Arizona, which is great. Miller's Crossing is great.
Didn't they do? Was it The Man Who Wasn't There?
Yes, with Bob Thornton.
That's okay too. Yeah,
that one's really good. That's one of their more underrated films too. That one didn't get a lot of notice when it came out, but that one's great.
I love Billy Bob did the commentary for that, and it's pretty good because he talks about this one scene in this movie where Scarlett Johansson's playing the piano, and he bunches his pants up, if you know what I mean, to see if anybody would notice, and nobody did, making it appear like he was a little aroused by her piano playing. Wow, and it's great. It's great in the commentary that he talks about this. It's really cool.
Tom, do you have anything else that you watched?
Besides the 2 that I talked about on Blu-ray. I only got to see three films this past week. Next week, I'm looking forward to talking about one of my least favorite films of all time, but with my favorite female singer that has great music in it. And hopefully I'll be able to show the film that I think Paul Newman should have won Best Actor for.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
All right. I'm trying to think of all the movies I know of his, what I would say. Not many. I don't think it was a tremendous actor. I like him.
Well, at least he's aware. Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Should I do some ice cream tonight, Joe, or what? What do you think?
That stuff will kill you, man. That stuff. No ice cream. I always tell you, take it from me. Take it from me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah.
I didn't have any today, by the way, but
and you might be right. You may be right about that, Rome. You could be right. I was trying not to give the title away, but
So we're just now for me. We're just hanging out. So get your thoughts going here.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question about that movie, Tom. What the hell was Gene Kelly doing in that movie?
What do you think Mae West was doing in Sextet?
Booze bucks, baby. Booze bucks.
Or Jackie Gleason in Skidoo.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think Boris Karloff is in 5-star final. Or every time I hear certain titles I know from growing up and reading monster magazines and hearing all the movies that Lugosi and Karloff are in, any good releases coming out, Blu-ray or anything?
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, the Paul Newman movie that I'm getting hopefully this week came out a few weeks ago. But I'm really excited about. I'm a huge fan of the sword and sandal films of the early '80s. Okay, and then there's one that Shout Factory is putting out, and it's called Deathstalker 1 and 2, and these are really bad, independent, Roger Corman style films, but I love them nonetheless. I think that's coming out at the end of the month.
I think Dark Corners reviewed both of those fairly recently, actually.
Yeah, because it comes out in I think they come out this week or next week.
Fun fact: Kelly was singing in the rain. Was used in a dark way. I could see him being pissed.
He was not happy.
Yeah. Did he get it banned?
Not that I know, but I mean, especially the scene they used it for too.
Yeah. Yes, Karloff plays a reporter who pretends. I got carpal tunnel from this. Always having my hand on this mouse on the desk hard. Plays a reporter who pretends to be a minister to get people to divulge information they otherwise wouldn't talk about. A Karloff movie that I have here that I want to see, that's not a horror movie, is The Lost Patrol. He's supposed to be a religious fanatic in that and really over the top. But this is a good question. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute. I want to think of you guys answer first. I'm going to say Spartacus.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk Douglas is really good as well.
If I like him, if any movies that stand out, Paths of Glory.
Paths of Glory, fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. Stanley Kubrick, Paths of Glory. He did what, 7 or 8 films with Burt Lancaster. Not all of them are good, but I like Spartacus as well. I'll have to take a look.
Yeah. None are jumping to my mind.
What's that?
None of them are jumping to my. I can't think.
How about Saturn 3?
Film.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, there are.
There's that. Lust for Life isn't bad, where he plays the artist that cuts his ear off. I'm forgetting the name right now.
I think Farrah Fawcett's in Saturn 3 with him.
Yeah. Picasso, thank you. The Bad and the Beautiful is not bad. Saturn 3, yep. Ace in the Hole, that's the one I was thinking.
Okay. I like Ace in the Hole. There you go. I like Ace in the Hole.
It
has an alternate title. What's the other title for
that? Champion is a pretty good boxing movie that he did.
So have a long list.
Yeah, he was another one he was just in a ton of films.
He did a musical version.
The Fury,
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the early 70s. It was a musical, I think, on TV. I think it was him.
Yeah.
It was really ridiculous. As a kid, I watched it. It was a musical. I'm like, what the hell is this? Yeah. Lost Patrol, great John Ford movie.
Yeah, Vincent Van Gogh. Thank you.
Okay.
Terrible movie. Yeah, terrible movie that he was in. It's not even one of those. It's so bad it's good. The Villain with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Anne Margaret. I thought that was terrible.
I see. Said the blind man.
It was so. Schwarzenegger's his voice was so heavy accent that they dubbed his voice.
Right.
Yeah, I talk about Michael Douglas, father and son being like spitting images of each other almost. Those two look really alike. Okay.
He had that predominant chin with the little, that dimple in there.
Yeah. I just remember. I remember Rich Little. As a kid, I remember him doing like this impressions of people. Rich Little. To me, they always sounded the same. Or they always sounded like Rich Little doing an impression of somebody. And somebody said to him, "Let's see you do in an audience, Kirk Douglas as a car salesman." And all I remember him saying is, I can't do it, but he goes, "See this car? You want to know what's wrong with this car? The only thing wrong with this car is that it doesn't have a dimple." He had to do it off the top of his head. Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson. I think. I mean, he's not acting anymore.
No, he's pretty much retired. Just like Michael Caine's retired as well.
Smile 2. I hated Smile 2, man. I liked Smile 1. Smile 1, the first one, was a pleasant surprise. I did a review on it, and I really liked it. But boy, did I really give it 0 stars to Smile 2. I hated it that much. I don't know if they look that similar, those two. I could tell them apart. Let's put it that way. Maybe they have similarities, yeah. But that's what you're saying, similarity. Sure. Did I tell you? Well, last week I showed that I got the Klaus Kinski Nosferatu 1979.
Yeah, I showed that. Yeah, I saw you showed that. Yeah.
Well, wasn't that coming out like Criterion again or something?
No.
All right.
Did Shout Factory put that? Did Shout Factory put that? Or Scream Factory?
Scream Factory, right?
Yeah, yeah. So that is a more recent release. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because it was only $9.99, $10. $10. I got it. Yeah. Okay, folks, this is your chance to ask all kinds of questions and make all kinds of movie-related and TV-related comments. Otherwise, I'll tell you about the Brady Bunch episodes I've been watching lately.
And you don't want that. You don't want that.
Greg and Marsha have a driving contest. Best driver. I watched that.
What season was the one where they have who's projecting the ghost outside the window? And
that was done already. I think that was 4. I think season 4. Okay. There's still got to be one when he does a UFO and he has like a noise. Woo! I think that's yet to come. Boy. Don Rickles did a Kirk Douglas imitation of a Dean Martin roast. How's my body look? Wrinkled. There you go. There's one for you, Tom.
Yeah, did you see the Marty Supreme trailer? Tom looks kind of good or odd. Yeah, that's the new movie coming out with Timothée Chalamet.
Sure.
Yeah. Now look, I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Saving that for Danny.
Yeah.
Doc. What's up, Doc?
Doc, how you doing? I liked the cast of News Radio, but I never really watched it that much.
I need to Doc found somebody left on Doc's foyer the last season of News Radio after Bill Hartley was murdered. And so Doc's been watching it and doesn't think it's funny. But because the last season isn't funny, he's convinced himself that none of the show was funny. But he's never seen the rest of the show. It was funny. Maybe not the last season, but the rest of it was fun.
I like I said, I mean, a couple weeks ago, I saw the film and I thought the first 2/3 were hilarious. The last third would kind of lost steam, but I still think if you're a fan of comedies, you guys should check that film out. Oh well, I don't know about that, but okay.
I remember a Brady Bunch episode. The son, Bobby reads about Jesse James. Yeah, he becomes his hero, and then he talks to an old man who tells him he was a mean killer. Yeah, that was a good episode. He starts to think Jesse James is a hero, and back in those days, the parents are like, "Oh, you can't have that because he was a killer," and he tried to like dissuade him. And then he says, "Can I watch a movie tonight?" And they don't want him to watch a Jesse James movie that's going to be on the Late Show, but they figure maybe it'll be good if he realizes how bad this guy is. So they watch it, and all the violence is cut out of the movie, so he doesn't get to learn anything. He thinks he's more of a hero because there's a scene where he like kills people in the bank that was edited out of the TV movie, and then he's supposed to take a hostage, a girl, and ride on a horse. So the parents are watching the movie and go, "Look at that. They cut out the other scene, the scene where they killed people in the bank." And they goes, "What happens next?" I think this is the scene where, as if the parents know the movie by heart, I think this is the scene where
they've seen one movie in their lives, and this is it.
Jesse takes the daughter as a hostage, and then you just see her riding on a horse. And goes, wasn't Jesse nice to give that lady a ride? Anyway, now the whole thing was then they discover an old man who's. I said this last time. I must have talked about this because I said it last time. The guy who was the old man Quigley on All in the Family, and I got his name, Mustin or something, Burt Mustin or something like that. And you find out that he wrote a book on Jesse James because this old man's brother was murdered by Jesse James. So he says, Jesse James wasn't a hero to me. He's telling the kid he invited him over the house to set him straight. He goes, really? You knew Jesse James? Yeah, but he wasn't a killer to me. Why? He wasn't a hero to me. I'm fucking it all up. Because Jesse James killed my father. And he's like, nice moral lessons at the end. And I love how, like, one of the brothers says, you want to get a hero? Now, George Washington. Now, there's a hero for you. These days, you probably, you wouldn't think so much anymore, right? Now, what's PTA?
Paul Thomas Anderson, Magnolia, yes. Boogie Nights. And plus, you know what? Inherent Vice, Joaquin Phoenix is not that great of a movie. So, it's not terrible, but it's not on par with some of his other films. So I guess that's just a matter of opinion there, Henry. But I don't think Licorice Pizza was good too, but I don't think it was one of his best films.
Really, it was that. Because I always thought I like it. I thought it was the 80s or 90s. So I'm glad you. I'm serious. I'm just playing with you, Henry. Henry, I think you should really watch, if you can, All in the Family. I don't know if you can get on, regular episodes uncut, because a lot of the things that go on in there are still poignant today. It's politically and all this stuff. It's a lot similar to today. It's still going on, a lot of this stuff. Parent Teacher Association, the PTA. I couldn't even think of that. PTA, man.
Nice,
that's easy. Ben-Hur. Best religious film.
That's it right there in a nutshell. Or Inherit the Wind, I think, is a good religious film.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
If you want to call it that.
Frederick March, Spencer Tracy,
Frederick March. That's right.
Okay. I'm trying to think, though. The Ten Commandments. I like the Ten Commandments, but these days I just think so much. It's like spectacle and shtick, and kind of like a little silly. Schmaltzy. It's a little funny these days, but it's still good, I think. I also think I like The Robe with Richard Burton, but I like the sequel, Demetrius and the Gladiators. I like, which is a good sequel.
A lot of pale-skinned people in that film. You figure people that live in the desert wouldn't be so pale-skinned.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's funny. I think somebody was talking. I think you were about always picking on CGI, and we know in the earlier days they had like backdrops or something, or if they're driving in a car, you see like
right.
everything.
Yeah.
So I'm watching an Elvis. I went around the channels the other night watching Elvis movies, and I swear this was the case. There's these two guys that are fighting over some girl or something. So they dive into a swimming pool. It's a big party. Everybody's around the pool, in the ground pool. And they jump in there and they compete, I think, and they're swimming to the edge of the pool. Then they get to the pool and they get up like this and they're leaning and talking like all wet. And I swear to God, the background's not the real pool. all of a sudden, it's a background with fake people and a screen of a fake pool. I'm like, what the hell happened? But yeah, but it's the character development I like. The Jeffersons was a spinoff. Yes, it was. All in the Family. Yeah, Richard Burton plays the Roman soldier who actually crucifies Jesus, and then later he has his remorse and stuff like that. And gets his robe. All right, I'm trying to get controversial. Oh, The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, Mel's supposed to be working on a sequel for that.
I heard of that. It's going to be like, I got to see what he's going to do. It'll be interesting. But, that movie I thought was interesting to see. It was fascinating to see it. I saw it, I think, 3 times in my life. And the last time I watched it, I'm like, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I've seen it about 3 or 4 times too, and the whip scene doesn't get any easier to watch.
It really, and even though he's got his convictions, this guy, I guess his beliefs and everything, I really think that this movie is just how much can you beat a guy to death? That's really all it really is. And there's other messages in it too. I like the flashbacks they do. There's flashbacks of, in between all the carnage. You see him as a little boy with his mother, or you see him as a carpenter when he was younger. I like all that stuff, but it really is. Tim, I'm assuming you've never seen Passion of the Christ?
No.
It really is. It's like just beat a guy to death. And it's funny how a lot of, people who would never watch a horror movie or anything like that, they still excuse this because it's religious, so it's okay. It's about Christ, But
by the way, my favorite religious movie is The Life of Brian.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I just thought, speaking of like slasher movies, things like that, I think an hour and a half from now, and I'm not there, they're bringing back Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre on a big screen ever, and I had nobody to go with. Nobody wants to see it. Robert S. doesn't like horror movies. My girlfriend doesn't like horror movies. I mean, I've seen movies by myself. Tom sees movies by himself, but I didn't want to do it. And that's funny though. That film, I mean, I think it's one of the greatest horror movies, most disturbing horror movies ever made. But the thing is, I saw it first on an old, dark, like crappy condition, as Tom was saying, VHS, when he's talking about private school or VHS. And that made it great. There was something about it. It looked like some old tape you find. I always said some family's twisted home movie that you found or something. Like, what is this? You throw the tape in and you see all this stuff, carnage going on. It almost loses something by getting too spruced up and too glossy. But I still would like to see it on a big screen, but not this time, I guess. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This film's going to be called Ascension or something.
Yeah.
I never saw Song of Bernadette, but it's supposed to be a good movie.
Jennifer Jones, she was a fantastic actress who kind of just left it all behind. She did a lot of good stuff, in my opinion.
I can't watch The Greatest Story Ever Told. It's too boring. It's boring as hell to me. Right? And you really watch that thing if you ever can get through it, and it's like Spot the Star. it's one of those things where they got like 85 stars of the day were in that. It's like it's a mad world. Cameos by everybody. There's John Wayne in there. Oh, there's this guy. I don't know. There's Charlton Heston. There's Roddy McDowell playing a part, and Charlton Heston plays John the Baptist in it. So I mean, that's all I'm interested in, I guess. For that. Talk about rear screen projection, which they use for a lot of car scenes. Airplane plays around with it, where Leslie Nielsen is driving down an old road.
Yeah.
There you go. Favorite religious movie, Field of Dreams.
Okay. See, it always comes back to the Beatles, doesn't it?
Yep.
Sure.
Yes, he is. I missed him. I had to rewind when I watched it. Oh, there he is.
Yes, as I put out, I think anybody want to see a movie with Mayo? Let's go. But
there you can win a con. You can do a movie contest on here. A movie with Mayo. Win a trip to the theater and see a movie with Mayo. All expenses paid, right, Joe?
Sure. And women only. Women only who are frightened by horror movies only.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, there's movies like that. I didn't really think much of Blair Witch Project, but I thought that movie, oh, geez, what's the name of it now? Paranormal Activity. I thought the first one was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Kiss, I think Vinny Vincent, is that his name?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be at that show, the autograph show.
Really?
So is Dave Davies.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Not much left of Dave Davies these days.
Yeah, I think this guy's underrated. I'm so tired of it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen a movie of his in a long time. They started picking on him after a while, and I really thought that I liked his movies, horror movies. They were, I don't know, kind of like the Twilight Zone a little bit, imaginative and shock endings and stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a figment of your imagination, Beetle Eddie. We're not really on early. Yes, we are. Yes, indeed.
Pinch yourself.
It's the only way to work it.
I liked M. Night's film from a few years ago that everybody hated. I can't remember what it was called. Old, I think. Old or
yeah,
older
they were on the beach.
Something.
Yeah, they were on a.
Yeah. I thought that was an interesting film.
So you saw a recent film then?
Yeah, I saw a recent film. Amazing, isn't it?
Well, I was just going to mention this, and Henry did it first. The Happening goes on the top of my list as the most underrated movie ever made. I don't understand what I like The Happening very much, and I don't think Marky Mark is a great actor, but
I thought it was poorly cast. I liked the movie. I did not like them as a couple. I did not like. I just didn't see them as a couple. I didn't believe it.
I don't know if you support this because I've mentioned this before. I don't know if that's why I'm mentioning this. I'm going to see the other ones. There's 3 of them, I think. I'm going to see them, and I think it's a crazy movie, of course, for obvious reasons. But that'd be I enjoyed it in a crazy, sick way. That's some of those movies. That's what they're for. See how crazy and depraved certain mad scientists or killers could be. It's all make believe. They all go out for coffee afterwards. They have a laugh. I always say that, but yeah. I know. Well, what can I say? You didn't invent that, by the way, Shamalama Ding. Everybody.
And I was just gonna make that point. It's like you go through life thinking that you're the person that came up with the saying. And then you come to realize that other people thought of that as well. I was saying that Shamalama Ding Dong with his second or third film, back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. And it's a shame because I got really mad. I called him at the time my savior of modern horror. Back in, and I don't know what people are looking for, but he was making old school kind of movies and stuff, and people didn't want him. But I haven't watched anything of his in 20 years.
Oh, again, older. Older's worth a look.
His latest film, Trapped, was okay. But again, you try to, when you're trying to do the same thing over and over again, and if you're known just for one thing, like he's known for having like twists at the end of his films, and they don't always work, unfortunately.
And after a while, you start looking for them.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, sometimes even knowing he could catch you, like Unbreakable. I did not see that coming. I mean, and you're expecting it. Something's coming, right. But I did not see it.
Right.
I've never seen this movie. I'm trying to think. You're making me think of what the most disgusting movies I've seen are, and I won't. I'm going to speak vaguely, I hope, but one of them is called Inside. And the only thing I recall about it is that it has to do with a pregnant woman on Christmas Eve alone, and somebody wants a baby. So, they're going to get that baby, and it's inside her and all this kind of stuff. And it is freaking sick. And that's a movie that, everybody's different. Like what you'll tolerate and what. And I would never see that again. You know what I mean? It's that kind of movie. But something like this Human Centipede, it's just I just love the Mad Doctor. I forget his name. He's a foreign actor who was deliciously like over the top and demented, and I thought he was so good. Whatever his experiment were, that's secondary. But well, that's what they're saying, right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I mean, it was #1 in the box office 2 weeks in a row. So that's for you to find out. I mean, you can mention films, and if you ever get the right one, I will let you know. So there's that.
I love that one that my girlfriend had on the Hallmark Channel. Some Hallmark movie with him in it. And I'm like, what is he doing in this, man?
Well, what movie was it? It could be the right one.
I don't remember it. Don't remember it.
And if it was on the Hallmark Channel, there's a good chance that was probably the one.
Yeah, I don't know if I do this. I mean, there's so many things to do when you get old and you realize it. I don't have the time. There's so many things. Zenobia, at least him being in it would be a curiosity. That's the kind of thing where if I was going around the channels and I saw it on TCM or something, and I said, oh, let me leave this on for a bit. Oh, brother. Yeah, that's another one. Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, Cannibal Holocaust, right?
Yes, I think it's an Italian film or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, they went to court over that. He actually had the actors come on to court, to show that they weren't murdered or killed or anything like that.
Yeah, I've seen that. But to me, Pink Flamingos is the most disgusting film I've ever seen. Because it's real. It's real. Below. That's what's disgusting about it. It's real.
Yeah. No, it's not falling in love.
I love Meryl Streep, man.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. I think it was from the 2000s.
I got a thing for Meryl Streep. There's something about her, like she's in her heyday. She's not, I'm not going to make any claims that Meryl Streep is like classically gorgeous, like in the Raquel Welch, Marilyn Monroe thing. But there's something about her. I like her natural look or something about her. And, I'd watch any movie with her almost, even if she gets on my nerves in other ways. But I would.
The ABBA movie.
The what movie? Oh, I didn't see that. Mamma Mia, that thing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that one. They're doing The Devil Wears Prada 2 or something now, right, with her?
Something like that, yeah.
But I mean, movies that I would never ordinarily watch, I'll watch if she's in it. Like I saw that movie Doubt which I thought was a great movie. With
Dot's fantastic. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
They're great together.
Amy Adams.
But I probably wouldn't have went to see it if she wasn't in it. It's but that's what got me interested to go see it.
Another good religious movie, I guess, in a way, if you want to call it.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah. I'm trying to think like I'd watch like Postcards from the Edge, like things that I ordinarily wouldn't even want to see, because she's in Bridges of Madison County, like things like that. Harry Langdon in Zenobia.
I love Harry Langdon.
Yeah, Solo is tough to watch. Yeah.
I've heard good things. I think I've heard good things about The Mist. First, I got to watch The Fog. I still haven't seen The Fog.
Yeah.
That's another thing I like to try to do. You can't always do it, but I like to try to see a movie first that came first, if it's either remade or a similar idea. If I can do that. Like, I think it's possible that somebody maybe who's never seen Psycho could see the remake, shot for shot remake, maybe, and maybe if they're younger or something, they like it. They never saw something like that. They think, oh, this was good. Psycho remake. Then they go back one day to see the black and white Hitchcock film.
Right.
To that, it doesn't hold up as good to them.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, no, in a way, if something gets remade, in a way, it's kind of good because then it makes everybody aware of the original, and then that gets noticed, and I think that's kind of a good thing, especially now. I mean, if a movie is like being remade and it's the original is like 50 years on, in a way, it's kind of good that's going to get noticed again.
Yeah, I understand that, Henry. I was just saying that because Fog, Mist. Well, I mean, Fog. It started out as a joke because one's a fog and one's a mist. That's all. Hey, Danny, if you're here, you should come up here for a laugh. But I don't know if you want to come up. But anyway, dinner time. Yeah, I got to be a break. I got time. But the thing is, I'm still not on the wagon 100%. So ordinarily, what I would do is I would eat about 6 o'clock, pick her up. By the time we get home, I don't know what time we're going to get home. I might have to eat at 8 o'clock or 8:30. It's a little late, but I think I'm going to wait for today. I changed my mind. I think I'm going to wait because I'm not like on the wagon. When I start, I'll do it. I'm only going to put a link out here if Danny wants to come up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And Danny, talk a little about horror films, some of the ones you've seen, whatever. I don't know why I think they'll never do that. I don't know why. There's just certain movies, very few, that they just won't dare do again. I really hope that's one.
I mean, I think if enough years get removed, like if it ever comes to like the 75th anniversary, I mean that's plenty of years removed where I think they can maybe do a remake. But again, I mean that's one movie that I hope they never remake.
Well, let me tell you what I think. A lot of times I'll watch those reaction videos, and there are a lot. I love that when people haven't seen something that I've seen. I want to see what they think of it, and there's a lot of Jaws react. It's the biggest reaction. There's hundreds of them. It seems like, and they're all younger people, for the most part, and every one of them almost always loves the movie and says this thing holds up. Like you wouldn't think this was an old movie, and I'm thinking, oh, this is old. I guess it is 50 years, and so that's why they don't need to make it again. They would make it again for this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But for artistically, it holds up. That's a story that doesn't age. I don't think.
Well, they can say, "Oh, well, it's more realistic to the book." If they remade it, so then you do get the affair in there and whatnot.
But what they can do, and everybody says they should have done before a long time ago, is the Indianapolis story, the Quint story, when he, was delivering the bomb and. Like a prequel kind of thing.
Okay.
I I've still never seen Caddyshack. I got it here. Instead, I'm making videos and talking about the John Lennon set and all this other stuff. I've seen bits of it. I mean, I've seen tons of scenes from it. I mean, I've seen Ted Knight and sparring with Rodney Dangerfield and stuff, but
I think the remake is really good. Russell Crowe and Christian Bale. I think they did a great job remaking that film.
Danny says he can't come up. Yes. Yeah. Henry, with all due respect, my friend, did I call him my friend? With all due respect, I read the book long before you were conceived. But it's nothing. Yeah, and there's a lot of things. Yeah. Quint, the guy who got his leg got tied in the harpoon line, and he got dragged off. He was being dragged through the water by the shark for God knows how long. And then in the book, Hooper does get killed. The shark, gets him and comes up with Hooper in his mouth, and he's dead in his mouth. And Brody is nervously trying to shoot at the shark, and he keeps missing him and hitting Hooper. he's dead, Well, at least one bullet strikes him. I think I remember one bullet, to his horror, struck Hooper in the forehead or something like that, stuff like that, But one of the problems with the book is that everybody's pretty much a scumbag. I mean, people don't really like Hooper's a bad character. He's a rich philandering piece of crap that has an affair with Roy Scheider's wife, and you don't root for him. And Quint's not as much fun or not as nice as, if you call him nice in the movie, likable or whatever. And Brody's not even that likable. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. Who's that?
He's the guy that plays Reed Richards in the new Fantastic.
Right. Okay. That's where I know that from. I was hearing about it. Yeah, I'm going to make a video if Danny would like a real horror film with his relatives coming. I make one with Danny's relatives come up as zombies from the ground with their arms falling off and their heads tilted to the side, their neck break, jaw falls off. Yeah. Danny's like, I can't come up. Yeah. Danny, we got to do our show on Friday, Danny. Boy, it takes a long time for Friday to get here.
Yeah. I do like Master and Commander.
Disrespectful to the dead. Exactly. Oh, long. I never heard such a funny stance. Are you kidding me? Disrespect for the dead. Man, I wonder if my movie channel, if I'm going to put any more videos up. You like gladiator movies, Henry? All I have to do is watch Demetrius and the Gladiators, and I'm happy. All right. Got William Marshall in there. You got who's that? Talk about an over-actor. The guy Jay Bergen, I think is his name. My God, does he overact as Caligula? Oh my God!
Not the author, Jay Bergen.
Did I say Jay Bergen? Wait a minute. Maybe it's Jay. No, wait a minute. Jay Bergen. I'm thinking of the author, Jay something else. Oh, his name's not Bergen. Oh my God, it's Jay Robinson. Help me. Might be Robinson. Jeez, I said Jay Bergen. Sorry, Jay. So anyway, you're glad. Come on, I like older movies. I mean, I'm sorry. That's the way it is, and I'm comfortable with it. You know what I mean? It's like if I happen to see something good, like an example, Doubt is a perfect example. It's 2000. It was a newer movie back then, 2009. I was interested because Meryl Streep was in it, and I liked Philip Seymour Hoffman too. So I saw it. I thought, wow, this was an enjoyable movie. Great performances and everything, and I put it in my collection. If I come across something, hooray for me, But I don't care, about new stuff, music or movies. Same thing with music.
But just to that, I mean, the only thing I'll say is like, you didn't know you were going to like all those old songs and old movies until you watched or listened.
I understand that, yes, but I'm okay with. Too bad for me if I never know them. You know what I mean? A lot of people may say that about old movies. I say, but if you never saw, I don't name some names. Boy, if you never saw 12 Angry Men, Henry, I know you saw it. Boy, you're missing a good movie. And somebody young might say, boo-hoo for me. So I missed a good movie. Boy, I tell you, there's some good movies out there. If you ever saw, think of the names of it. Geez, what's the name of it? Angels with Dirty Faces. Boy, you're missing a good movie. If you don't see that, it's okay. I don't care. But these are classics. It's okay. It's not okay to miss those. It's okay for me to miss some of the new things. I don't know. If you ever saw Jaws, you're missing out big time, for example. And it's not okay to miss that. I don't mean legally, mind you. Nobody too.
Yeah, I'm not going to see that one. I didn't see the first one, so.
I might have said this before. I don't know. I got nothing against Jimmy Stewart, but I just don't get the whole thing. Which everybody going nuts about Jimmy Stewart. He's fine. He's a likable guy in movies.
Fantastic. I think he's.
I never see him that different.
Famous isn't the right word, because this is early days of television, so pretty much every actor was famous. I mean,
I don't know.
Everybody in America knew pretty much every actor that was working at that point.
What is famous? What do you say famous?
What it was.
Clark Gable might have been a more famous actor than
Cary Grant maybe was more famous.
John Wayne was more famous than
John Wayne would have been the most famous actor.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Stewart was certainly up there.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I said. Out of Africa, I haven't seen. And I haven't seen French Lieutenant's Woman. Mm-hmm. I know what's the movie? Sophie's Choice. I saw the big scene, the choosing scene, which is horrific. But there's lots of movies I still got to see. One time I went to the movies to see. She was in it. This movie, Plenty. Oh God, I can't handle stuff like that. I was like, no, that's not for me. But I like seeing she could do it all. I like being in The River Wild, and then comedy, Death Becomes Her.
Yeah, I like that one. I don't like that one as much as you did.
Oh, I love it. That's another movie that for some reason it doesn't get a lot of praise.
No, I would not. She not my type. Too skinny.
Yeah, skinny no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing too, Freakier Friday or whatever.
Yeah, that's the third one I think in the series.
What happened to Jamie Lee, man? I know she's gotten old, but I guess that's what the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her. She did an interview with somebody recently, and she's got that movie coming out, but all she talked about was the second Spinal Tap movie. She's not even in it. She's just plugging her husband's movie. She didn't care about her movie. She was just plugging her husband's movie.
Yeah. Christopher Guest is her husband, if nobody knew that.
Which is great. It was like, good for her. Oh no, I know what it was. She was in the Criterion Closet. And she opened. She started with two laser discs that were both her husband's movies, and she was going on about them. That's what it was.
She showed Princess Bride. She showed Smell of Success, which was with her dad. What was the movie with her mom? The one with Frank Sinatra. Manchurian Candidate. Yeah.
I liked her. I like her for that. I like that she's a very family-oriented person, cares about her family.
I could see something like this for her. For her, I mean, but I don't know anything about. Geez, what was I going to say? I don't know anything about the show. I just know that Angela Lansbury is very popular for it. So I hear Angela Lansbury is going on tour again. Going to be playing a few gigs out there.
I thought she was going to retire, Jamie Lee.
I showed a movie here once with Jamie Lee that I remember seeing in the movie theater called Blue Steel, where she plays a rookie policewoman, and I remember that being pretty decent. So I'm going to see that again sometime. Danny wants a link. Okay, Danny. Well, it might not be the real Danny. All right, Danny. I'm going to put a link here. Let's see if it's him.
Robin must be done with her.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing pasted. I didn't copy anything.
Robe striptease, I guess.
Yeah, I like to see Robin at the pole dancer. Why does it take so long? I got my finger on this thing, and there it is, paste. All right, as it turns out, luckily for you, Danny, and everybody, I got just about 45 minutes because I decided that I was going to eat dinner with the wife, so to speak. Wait for her.
Oh, so we got another 45 minutes is what you're saying?
You're going to have to wait for that ice cream, man. You usually eat ice cream 9 o'clock or something, so you can wait a little. Poor Tim might want to eat something.
Yeah, I haven't eaten a thing yet today. So.
Now you see how calm, if it is Danny, you see how calm everything was, right? Let's see if we can keep it that way.
No,
yeah, I agree, Tim. That's not going to happen.
The king of chaos.
Blood pressure will be risen tonight.
I feel like I wanted to ask a question about movies to Tom, and I can't think what it was.
If you like chaos, you might like the rest of this program. If you don't like chaos, you might not like the rest of this program.
I'll be all right, Eric. Thank you, buddy. But I'll be. I guess I can wait.
Ice cream is not worth it. Take it from me. I was on a bender with ice cream, and it's not good.
Remember that when you got a half gallon tomorrow morning.
Oh, I'm not getting no half gallon. What are you, crazy? Oh, wait a minute. Who is this? Is it him? I don't know if it's him. I don't think it's him. It is him.
Come on.
It's Danny.
Show yourself. There he is.
Danny. Oh. he's a novice at this. He's never done it before.
Hello.
Hello, Danny. Where you been?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, let's see if you're internet works.
Me, Danny.
I'm gonna bring some gloom. My brother went to the hospital today.
Oh no. Yeah, he was having a problem.
Hey, Tom, what you laughing for? It's true. I'm not kidding. I was kind of laughing.
Who the hell's laughing about anything?
You're bringing the doom already. You're bringing the doom and gloom already. That's
why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
I love you, Joe. Joe, I love you.
I told him he hasn't said that in a long time.
Oh, I got a good horror movie. The way Joe's been eating lately.
Oh, so he's still trying to. Hey, how do you know? Because I've admitted it. I'm not ashamed. Kind of ashamed, but I admit it. No big deal. We're not going there too much right now.
No. It's about movies.
It's a movie channel.
Yeah, I watched a few movies.
That's him. That's him. Danny, you could join us once in a while if you have movies to talk about.
Well, I will. I'm going to start off with 2 girls in 1 cup.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'll drink to that. There you go.
Danny, do me a favor. Would you just take glasses off just for a second? Ready? All right, there you go.
So what's up? Oh, I've been watching a lot of Lifetime Movie Network movies. I like thrillers, And a lot of them are basically the same, but different actors, but the plots are different. But example is, I don't know the title of the movie because they're not even correct. Because people in the comments said this is not the name of the movie, so and so. I don't know why they do that. Maybe so they throw people off guard. Hello, hey, hello everybody. So I watched the movie, about this couple, and they have a small baby, and they're looking for a nanny. Okay, so a few girls are interviewed, and one stands out, and they hire her. In the meantime, she don't know, but the nanny is her daughter that she gave up years ago. So she gets hired. In the beginning, everything goes good. She cleans the house, she cooks, and then eventually, after a period of time, she starts to really cause problems. The guy's like a CEO in this big firm, advertising firm, and she gets into his computer and puts porn on there. And then when the guy's having a conference, around the table, shots of people having sex goes on the screen, and it causes a lot of havoc. And then eventually they figure out that that's the daughter of the woman.
Oh, it's every little detail. Okay.
Yeah, and I love thrillers. I like movies like that. Deception, having affairs. I'm not like that.
We're learning a lot about you.
Oh yeah, I love movies like that. You know what I mean?
He's with a lot of chaos.
Yeah. So I enjoy movies like that, and the movies are well made. And they stem from different years. Depends, what year you want to watch. But they have a.
You don't like movies, black and white movies, too much.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
No, it is true. Come on. I tried to say it calm, but you're afraid to admit it. You hate black and white movies, you said.
No, I don't like the era, like 1930s, 40s. I can't relate to that, And then I look at everybody like when there's a whole group of people that dance and stuff like that. I say, wow, everybody's dead, Everybody in this movie, 1930s, I said, everybody's gone. Everybody's dead. So that goes in my head, because I'm a little screwed up,
Yeah, I don't believe you say stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I think that. Even my brother says, there's nobody alive here because he likes the old movies, But I like The Wizard of Oz, 1939.
No,
yeah, he was. That's his stock all-purpose movie, old movie.
Greatest movie ever made. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That has everything in it. Everything in it. Drama, comedy, you name it, it's there. You know. What?
Sex?
No, the Tin Man didn't have no sex with Dorothy.
You can't see everything then.
That's okay. I thought maybe you'd want to get it on with the Wicked Witch.
Of the North? She's beautiful.
Yeah. Listen, I thought of something when we were talking about the slasher movie and, these kind of movies you like, thrillers and everything. I was thinking another funny story. My girlfriend hates horror movies, really, especially the gory ones. She can watch some other lesser ones. But she's sitting there with me. We're watching the Brady Bunch the other night, and one of the episodes has a very young Melissa Sue Anderson in it. And it's an episode where, her and Bobby have a little kiss, these two kids or whatever, they're young. It's his first kiss. And my girlfriend says, look how young Melissa Sue Anderson is there. This is like right before Little House on the Prairie. And I said, yeah, did you ever see her in Happy Birthday to Me? And he goes, no, what's that? And I said, a movie where everybody forgot her birthday party, so she kills them all. She shoves a shish kebab on that one guy's throat and all this kind of stuff. And she's like, oh, get out of here with that. I told you not to even mention that stuff.
That is a cult classic, Happy Birthday to Me. That's what I like in horror films. There's all practical effects. There's no CGI. She had a twin.
And Terrifier 3 is even worse.
Terrifier, yeah. I love the special effects. When they slash somebody's throat, and the blood comes gushing out. It's not that I'm malicious and stuff like that, but I like the effects. You know what I mean? It's amazing how it's done. You know, it's really believable. What the fuck happened over here?
I figured he would really react to that. Good, Tim. Danny played the Cowardly Lion. In a modern remake, I'd cast Danny as the Cowardly Lion. In a modern remake.
You gotta say at the end of the movie when she has to say goodbye to everybody, if you don't have any tears in your eyes, you're robotic.
I've cried in more movies more powerful than that scene. Although
come on, Joe, you probably whip. You probably cry in the Brady Bunch.
It's a tender scene, but yes, but there's a sadder scenes than that. Give me a break.
Yeah, I watch a Brady Bunch on Sundays. I have the collection. I have every season, you know. But the one where Peter makes a volcano, I like that one. He makes his volcano.
I just watched that one. Yeah.
And Marsha's first day of school, she don't want to go to school, and then she comes home with these group of girls, and they're all snobs and stuff like that. And Peter says, "Come on." He says, "I got a new battery," so he has everybody go close to the volcano, and the volcano goes off, and they all get splattered and stuff like that. And they all take off leave, and Marsha's happy because they were all snobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the Brady Bunch, everybody wishes they had that kind of family. You know?
Yeah, I think my sister really did. But I mean, why can't I find? I'm looking for an effect here while he's talking, and I can't find it. I used it once, and now I can't.
It's just like a Little House on a Prairie or the Waltons, right? That's the ultimate family programs. You know what I mean? But
you know what scene you need for a future Danny bit there, Joe, is the line, "You wouldn't be a nothing, your head all full of stuffing." You know, next time he makes a dumb remark or something.
So as I promised, okay, we get back to Two Girls in One Cup. I'm going to explain.
No, do not talk about that. Do not.
Joe, come on. This is a free enterprise. Huh?
Yeah, Theater of Blood's a lot of fun, but I am not a Vincent Price. Vincent Price is the least favorite of the original horror guys. But
I don't know if Richard James. I don't know if Richard James is here, but if he can't find the girlfriend, you got Pornhub. That's the next best thing.
You're trying to overdo the comedy here, and you're making a fool of yourself, Danny.
No.
I got to tell you something. Not only that, you're coming across as very stupid.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
And annoying.
Now I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
I was invited here. You knew I was coming. Yeah, sure. That's right.
Yeah, sure.
If you haven't seen that clip, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes with Al Cap and John and Yoko, it's the funniest thing, you know what I mean? But
I know what you mean. Boy, Danny, I tell you, it's amazing. You're here and you're taking over the show. I mean, I want you to talk, but man, wow.
Yeah, so I watched. In the last 2 months, I told you, Joe, behind the scenes, I don't know if you remember, but in the last couple of months, I watched about 200 movies. Basically, I got, you know what?
Movies?
I watch them on YouTube, because the channel I watch, Lifetime Movie Network, I like romance too. Romance is pretty cool, at times. I don't watch too many comedies, but I like the romance, drama, thriller. I like that. They have. I don't think they have horror movies, but YouTube. You could type in horror movies. You could watch hundreds and hundreds, but you got the commercials. But it's no big deal. You know what I mean? And a lot of them are good, and I look them up at Amazon, and they're available. Some are not available, but
it's not the baby. It's not the baby. It's Spanky McFarland of our gang. Ugh. The Little Rascals, if you will.
You can tell the age of your viewers. They don't know Spanky.
He's doing this. He's doing this to aggravate me, Eric is.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
No, I don't want to see it. Oh.
No, you do what I tell you.
That looks like the volcano from the Brady Bunch in the back. What is that?
What? That's a pillow.
Oh.
That's the mashed potato. That's the mashed potato mountain from close.
Tom, I don't know if you like Robin Williams. I don't know,
sure.
but
yeah, sure.
This is a real good movie. You know,
Tell about it.
You say that because I like it.
No, tell everybody about it who doesn't know about the history and all that.
This movie was filmed 5 miles from me, Montgomery, New York. But the actual location is down south. But
you're kidding.
And I don't know. I don't know if Tom's seen this, but while he was filming in Montgomery, my niece's husband met him. You see the photograph?
Oh yeah, you showed that photograph before.
Oh,
boy, you had a busy day.
I said to Tom, "What did you tell me?" He says, he didn't have the time, you know. His brother got him in there because his brother was a police officer, you know. And you could see he looked drained and stuff like that. At the time, he was drinking. But the movie, it's a thriller, you know, with suspense. And it's really, really good. It's a sleeper. You know, I don't know how well it did, you know, on video. I don't think it was ever in the movies.
I think that was straight to video.
Yeah. I don't think it was in the movies. But
Danny,
very good. Very good.
I got a lot of movies. As you know, I spent like $1,600 on movies like a couple of years ago in October. They bought in all these horror movies. Guy sold all his horror movies, and I got them, and I haven't hardly touched it. But because this room is getting packed, you know, I got a lot of stuff in here. You wouldn't even believe how much stuff.
Joe, you better stop collecting those records because one day that floor, it just might collapse.
Hey, Joe, you've got too many records. One day that floor is going to fall through. It won't be able to take the weight.
Look at Joe's face when he gets up. It's the funniest thing. When he said to me, I must have watched it 50 times. I couldn't stop laughing. I had Robin laughing. She almost pissed in her pants. You know what I mean? It's the funniest shit. You know. But there's other clips. There's like a dozen. You know. But Joe's a wimp. You know. He will show them. You know.
Boy, it's amazing. I asked you to come up here, and within the 10 minutes you've been up there, I'm so aggravated already. With you already.
Well, that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
And what's this? I love there's a great clip when he's like starting to do it. He's singing or something, and somebody makes a noise, and he goes, somebody's changing tapes. I don't know if this is what you're talking about. He's like, what the hell was that? He goes, don't change reels in the middle of a fucking take. I love that, man. Human being. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I said it before, but I'm saying it again, you know, in case I missed anybody. Thanks for having me on, Joe. You know, I have to keep the phones open, but I heard he's doing okay. He's going to need oxygen when he comes home. You know, I was going to grass. I seen a police car go up my driveway. I knew right away. And then, of course, the ambulance comes.
What happened?
He had trouble breathing.
Yeah, that I remember. I was on the phone with you, I think, when that happened.
Yeah, he's got a lot of mucus that's coming up, but he's got, you know, I don't really like to talk about it, but it might be a result of congestive heart failure.
He didn't take care of himself his whole life.
What happens if the heart don't pump correctly, it starts to retain water. And what happens, it builds up around the heart, and you feel like you can't breathe. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if anybody could tell you about movies, if I get my brother on here, you know, he knows a lot of shit about movies.
I don't know if he make it through the show. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, no, he ain't that bad. He's 9 years older than me. I'm 69. He's 78.
That's my favorite number. Your age is my favorite number.
Yeah, sure. Sex position, sure. Hey, Tim, it's good to see you, Tim. I haven't been on with you in a long time. I watched You're very entertaining. I have to tell you, you're on Docs. I watched the replay. I usually watch the replay. You're very entertaining, and if it wasn't for you, I don't think the show would.
No, I don't think I'm any. I don't think. No, Tom loves that. I don't think I'm anything like a big pussy. I'm sorry to tell you. So I don't even know what the hell you're talking about with that. Sorry, Danny. That was a pretty good praise of Tim. So I shouldn't have cut you off. But I want you just get so frustrated when you get silenced.
And of course, without Tom last week, it was very enjoyable.
Jeez.
Don't listen to him.
I'm just getting even to his napping while I'm talking.
Yeah.
I just got you. Okay.
Well, listen, I mean, every time that I wake up and go to the bathroom in the morning and you and Joe are on, I always put you guys on and fall back to sleep. So you got one of these voices, Danny, that make people want to fall asleep to.
It could be a good thing. You know what I mean?
It's amazing how irritating you can be in such a short period of time, Danny.
You should stop being annoying to me.
You don't know how much I hate that clip. I don't know how anybody can watch the Odd Couple because they're very annoying. They're very annoying.
It's supposed to be annoying.
I know they are, but I can't handle it too long.
Only just one more time. Let me tell you the setup of that clip. It's an episode where Oscar has a lot of stress and it's ruining his relationship with his girlfriend and everything. So he's going to try to be calm and tolerate Felix. It's like me trying to tolerate you. He's trying to calm down, not get so annoyed by Felix anymore. So in that particular scene, he's having breakfast at the table, and Felix is starting all his stuff, blah blah blah, and then he's trying to keep calm and not get mad at Felix. So then he goes, "Well, he says, well, I noticed you've been different, Oscar. What's going on?" He said, "Well, I noticed that we have arguments and stuff, and you annoy me and stuff, and I tried to put myself in your position, realize how you feel. As a result, you didn't annoy me so much anymore." And he goes, "Oh, that's very nice of you, Oscar. But instead of being annoyed at me, you should stop being annoying to me." And then he started being calm. He's like, "There's your project." You know what I mean?
You should stop being annoying to me.
What a show, man. Oh, I love it.
Beetle Eddie wants to know my top 3 movies. I would have to say the first one is Wizard of Oz. Second is Taking Pelham 1, 2, 3, the original. And the third one would have to be Jaws.
Yeah, it's not bad for being the top list.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Which one is not in your list?
The first one.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have those 3 in my top 5. I mean, Jaws would be the closest to my top 10 of those 3.
There's other movies. It depends on the day. The 7-Ups, like the 7-Ups.
Yeah, I like the car chase. The greatest car chase I've seen.
Scarface, phenomenal. I'm an Al Pacino. I'm an Al Pacino fan. I love Robert De Niro, but I would choose Al Pacino.
Of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies. Yeah, that guy, to me, as far as a living actor, he's the greatest living actor on earth now.
Well, everybody can be wrong.
I agree with you. I don't know about the greatest, but I know he's better than De Niro in my book.
Yeah.
He's always nice to people. Always signs autographs.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I saw Bullet's car chase. Not as good as 7-Ups, though.
No, 7. In 7-Ups, when the car goes under the trailer, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. But the car chase, even Bullet, for its time, Bullet. I love that movie. I watch that movie a lot. It's filmed in San Francisco. With those streets there. But the 7-Ups, the car chase is much better.
I knew you were going to do that, Joe.
It's either that or we'll delete them. We block them, one or the other.
Poor guy, can't catch a break.
Roy Scheider alone makes that a better movie. That he's in it.
Yes, Eric Schultz, as far as stand-up comic, I didn't like Robin Williams. Too fast. I didn't get it.
He's annoying. I don't like Robin Williams as a comedian.
As far as an actor, He was a fine actor.
Coked out
Mikey,
his mind.
Danny says, Mikey, you got to save your money. Mikey says, no, Danny, there's this guy who's got the complete set of Beatles chopsticks in 5 different colors. We gotta keep a list of what we got to talk about on a regular Joe and Danny show, because I took money out of the bank to the point where I had 45 cents in one account and like $1 something in the other account. Now today my Social Security went in.
Don't worry on Friday because your diet these days will take up the next 2 hours of the Joe and Danny show.
Well, we'll talk about what I choose to talk about with that regard.
Yeah, sure.
And like I said, it's over with. That was 2 weeks of fun and hilarity, and now it's gone, right, Tom?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Man.
Yeah, Tom, let me ask you a question. Do you, even Tim, do you like Jim Carrey?
I can take him or leave him.
He's an asshole.
No.
I like the movie The Mask. I'll give him that.
Man on the Moon. If you never,
I never saw The Man on the Moon. I might like that film. I never saw. I like The Truman Show. That's about it.
Right.
They stole my idea when I was a boy. I used to think of that idea.
Man on the Moon is about Andy Kaufman, and even R.E.M. did a song, Man on the Moon. I love that.
Can't stand Andy Kaufman. I can't stand him. God, what an untalented guy he was.
You got no respect. I'm talking.
Yeah, I get no respect.
You invited me.
You had a headache, huh?
But I don't know if you caught it, but R.E.M. did a song, "Man on the Moon." I love the video of the song.
Jeez.
And the movie's good. "Man on the Moon." If you have a chance to see, it's great. I like me, myself, and Irene, Cable Guy, Mask, The Mask. Not to be confused with the other Mask. That's another movie with Cher. Mask. If you, I don't know.
There's Mask and The Mask.
Yeah, The Mask is Jim Carrey, and Mask is with. It's a true story based on a true story with a Cher and the guy who's married to Barbara Streisand.
Sam Elliott.
No, Sam Elliott. Okay, Sam Elliott. Yeah, very good movie. Very touching movie. You know what I mean?
Eric Schultz plays the kid with the face.
Right.
You can't think of it. Eric Schultz looked a little like you in that movie with the makeup on.
So yeah, I like all kinds of movies.
I saw a guy jogging naked past my house. I said, "How come?" Because you come early.
Joe. Robin's not here. She took the girl home. My niece called me last night, and she said, "You want to go see a cover band? They cover ELO at the Paramount. It's on October 17th." So I said, "Sure." Yeah, and she says they're supposed to be the next best thing other than ELO, as far as their performance, So she bought the tickets last night. So I'm not gonna tell Robin. We're just gonna go there and end up in front of the Paramount, and then I'm gonna surprise her. But I got the tickets already, and I'll let you know how the show was. They're gonna do all ELO.
Are they free tickets?
No, it's not free. You gotta buy tickets. Nothing's free.
Well, I thought you don't spend money on anything ever.
Joe, even dying is not free.
I never heard this one before. I never heard him say this. Oh, I got no respect. My kid told me to go to my room.
I don't know that one. But that's the story. But don't bring it up because I want to surprise Robin,
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah, right?
One day maybe it'll come up and then you'll surprise her.
I said to my niece, your mother says you went to a concert last week. Who'd you see? Mary Chapin Carpenter. That's country, and a band. They call themselves Asia. Now John Wetton's been dead for a long time, but supposedly my niece told me this vocalist has been with Asia for 14 years. Okay, Only Time Will Tell and Heat of the Moment. That was John Wetton. He passed away. She says they were phenomenal. This is at the fairgrounds when they had the fair in Orange County. Tim, you know where Orange County is?
Well, it's in New York somewhere, but I don't know.
Yeah, Orange County, yeah, Middletown. Anyway, she says the concert was phenomenal.
You done?
Yeah, sure.
Over.
I can't say that. I can't say any of these. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Shine upon the parking lot while I eat my.
All right.
I can't say the rest of it.
Who's gonna get the new Alice Cooper album that's out? Who's gonna? Anybody here?
You're kidding!
No, that's actually a big deal. I heard that it was a good album.
Yeah, it's with the original band. But this is about movies, so we should talk about movies. You know what I mean?
You're ruining everything. No, I'm only. This is all humor. Anyone seeing Paul? I think I know who.
You know, you have the movie chat. You know, and the first thing you say, "Well, I haven't seen anything." You know, then Tim says, "I haven't seen anything either." You know, so what's the point to have the movie chat?
Talk about other people, what they've seen and everything. It's not just about me and what I've seen.
Joe, with all the movies that you watch, you should have plenty to talk about. You have to eliminate horror because Tim doesn't like horror movies. You know, and Tom, maybe he's getting into it. I don't know. But
both of them do like horror movies.
You got like Humphrey Bogart or you know, Singing in the Rain, stuff like that. You got to talk about because I think Tim is more familiar. You know what I mean? Charlie Chaplin. What's the other guy? Edward Floyd. What's the guy that was on the clock? What's the name of that guy that was on the clock?
Harold Lloyd.
Okay,
Harold
there
Lloyd.
you go. Yeah, you know, stuff like that.
And Harry Langdon, they're all great.
I say Tim knows. You know,
I just said it. Danny, I tell you, man, I'm going to take you once a week, I think.
Yeah, so we had a chat today, so it's eliminated for Friday.
Yeah, I think it's no.
Oh,
I need a week.
I just want to say Friday. I have to. Well, I'll say because we have the air show coming, and they start to practice. They practice over my house because the airport's 5 miles.
You gotta move.
There's going to be a lot of noise.
Oh,
when those Thunderbirds come through here, there's going to be a lot of noise. You know.
Put that bet down. I told you that every time we're up here.
Yeah, sure. That's going to be very enjoyable, providing the weather is good.
Danny, I don't know. I'm running out of clips. I need new clips. I'm looking at my clips, and they're all the same, man. I used every one of them on you already because you're so annoying. I don't know. You want to see Tom dance?
There you go. There you go.
Man. I don't know if there's going to be a fest in New Jersey this time. So all I did was talk. So I don't know if there's going to be a fest. And I bit the inside of my cheek slightly. It's like, I know why that is, too.
Yeah, it hurts. That can hurt.
No, I just want to get something to eat.
Yeah, he hasn't eaten anything today yet. You know, you could excuse yourself. I can't stay on much longer anyway. I got to pick my girlfriend up in like 10 minutes or so. So.
Oh, thanks, Henry. That was a nice statement.
Yeah, you know, Tom wants to eat ice cream all the time. He's got no willpower.
Oh.
Hey, I had a little more ice cream today. I had a little bit more of that Colombian coffee ice cream by Turkey Hill. Now I'm down to a quarter of a tub.
You got diabetes. Let me see what your blood sugar is right now.
You know what, Joe? I was thinking, you know, when you ate the half a gallon of ice cream, I wonder what your sugar level was because you get in the 400s or 500s, you can go into a diabetic coma. I
realized that.
And stroke, and I sent you and a stroke. So you know you shouldn't be doing that shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait a minute. In one tub of ice cream, you know how much sugar's in there?
I didn't. Yeah, I know how much. I know exactly how much is in there. The same way a cigarette smoker knows when they're smoking cigarettes.
You just don't want to hear it. You know, I'm
shut up, old man. Let me see what your freaking blood sugar is. You're trying to make it go, taking time to stall so it goes down. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. 178.
No, I just had supper. What do you
have an ice cream and all of this stuff?
No, I had ice cream early in the day. You know. Yeah, I know Tim don't like ice cream. I heard that on the chat.
I like ice cream. It doesn't like me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I heard that. It might have been doxed, you know.
Cardi Legacy 3. I mean, when is it coming out?
Well, probably when you have your next pint of ice cream.
Hey, what about that movie Weapons? It's supposed to be a horror movie.
We talked about this already.
Yeah, Dave.
I didn't hear it.
I'm going to see it Wednesday. I think I'm going to go see it Wednesday or Thursday.
Very good.
I'll let you know next week.
Yeah, I watched the show. It might not be live, but I watched it live today.
Yeah, well, this is good that we had Danny come up here for a surprise. What a surprise!
I watched the one Fab Gab with Ken Michaels and Matthew Street. You know,
right.
That was pretty good.
Good, you watched it? Very happy.
Yeah, sure. It was only an hour and I think 8 minutes.
That wasn't too long. It was good. We said everything we wanted to, and I had notes, and I still forgot to say a couple of key things I wanted to bring up. But just the way it is, you know. So,
yeah,
I haven't seen anything for Together. What's this term that everybody says? I first heard Tom using it. Body horror movie.
Body horror. Yeah, I mean it's just another genre of horror.
What does it mean?
Have you seen The Substance yet?
No, but that's one. Because of that movie, there's a new thing, body horror.
No, body horror has been a term for a while now.
I've never heard it. I'm a horror fan. It's a new thing.
You know what I got? This is
body count movie.
This is what I got. But I never opened them, okay? I got two movies. Well, one I opened with, you know, what's that? Amy Fisher? You remember her? Well, she made a XXX movie, and she's good in it. But I also have this is.
I don't understand this guy talking about Amy Fisher, XXX movies. What's going on? What's going on, man?
I got Friday the 13th and Halloween, both XXX, but I never opened them. You know. I wonder how they're gonna be. You know what I mean?
Send them to Joe.
Now, yeah. Well, he has Pornhub.
Ex-hamster. Anyway, what are you talking about here? Anyway,
yeah. Well, that's a good example. I mean, anything that has to do with body transformations.
Now I know what you mean, but I'm sorry, folks. They weren't calling it body horror in 1986. Okay, it's a new thing that started with The Substance, apparently.
No,
so I get it.
Not true.
I'm telling you, I'm older than you guys. They don't call the thing a body horror ever. You know, Cronenberg.
I got Thanksgiving coming, and that was cool.
Oh,
yeah. I pushed the button. You know.
You spent $10 on a movie? I don't believe it.
That cost more than that. Thanksgiving, it was like $20. You know, and I think
$20. Tommy spent $20 on a movie.
I'm shocked.
For people out there that don't know what Thanksgiving is,
it's a holiday.
Joe said it's fantastic. A horror movie. You know, done the old-fashioned way. You know.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching it. You know.
And when you get that movie, I want you coming on the movie show and giving us your review at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, sure. Debbie does Dallas? Oh, sure. I'll let you know.
You stop joking around with this stuff?
No. I got some of these movies. You know, I used to watch them with Robin when she was more frisky. You know what I mean? Oh, shit.
Now she keeps trying to poison you and kill you.
Yeah. I heard her on the phone the other day. You know, she was talking to a life insurance company. She says, I went up as insurance from $500,000 to $750,000. You know what I mean? So I got to be careful. You know what I mean? But if anything happens to me, Joe, you can have her. I know you love her.
I'm already spoken for.
If she starts wearing a blonde wig, worry.
It's already got blonde hair.
That was.
It's getting time to go. Time to go soon. Very soon. Very soon. I did a review on this. It wasn't good. You know, but it wasn't good. It's something you don't need. Don't think I'd ever see it again. Probably.
Yeah, there's so many movies. You can live another 100 years, you never see them all. It's impossible, you know.
Yeah, so start realizing that once you hit your 60s.
Yeah, I'm 69.
All these things that Tom's buying, you know, and all this stuff.
Let me ask you a question, Joe. Let me ask you a question, Joe. It's serious, okay? You were talking on FabGab, and you brought up that video where you tore the album up. Okay.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. You said that was 2020. Is that true?
I never said it was 2020.
Yeah. You go back to watch. You must have made a mistake.
Well, more than once. I think I said it's 2013.
Wow.
I started making videos in 2012, and that was 2013. That's what I said.
Well, go back to. It's easy to find. All you got to do is find the spot where you rip the album.
I shouldn't have put it up there. You know, I was talking about the guy's book.
So I'm saying 5 years. That's pretty quick. Because I remember when you put that video up.
Man, I'm having chicken thighs.
Well,
boy,
so this
was change from my usual meals I've been eating lately.
Wait a minute. You're hiding something.
I that story. I'll tell you here live on the air.
Wait, chicken thighs and what else?
That's it.
Oh, shit.
Let me tell you the story. What happened last night again. So my girlfriend, she's always trying to help out. So yesterday, before she goes to work in the morning, she gets up early and she makes pork chops, cooks them, so that we can have them for for dinner. Because she's going to get home late, so that way I can heat up my pork chop. This is yesterday at 6 o'clock, presumably, and then she'll eat hers at 8 o'clock. Anyway, so I'm home all day. I'm home in the house. Then it comes time. Oh, I got to pick her up at night. I pick her up. We come back in the house, and we smell pork chops when we get in the house. It's a Tupperware on the freaking counter. She left them in. He put them in the Tupperware, and then forgot to put the Tupperware in the refrigerator all day. So she goes, "Great. Now we'll throw them out. I got to throw them out." She throws them out. I'm like, I said, "Let's get McDonald's." That's it. We're getting McDonald's. We were both pissed off. She was mad at herself. And I said, "The hell with it." So we got McDonald's last night in a pinch. And that's the story of that one. It's a great story. But it's quiet. And how do you make, it drives me nuts. I know people forget that they make mistakes. It happens. But so many times. You make the freaking pork chops. You don't remember to put them in the refrigerator all day. These things happen.
No one's perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect, Alice. You are. You've been wrong every time. No one's 100%, Alice. That's what it was. You. Come on.
Well, Danny, you're once again, Danny. Your reputation has preceded you, and you've done it again, my friend. Congratulations.
Even a short amount of time, he can disrupt the show.
I know. I know Tim's laugh very well. He's got that laugh, contagious.
Oh, I know.
Especially he's on docks,
You're telling me these are expensive mistakes, and I don't like wasting food either. Yeah, I hate that. Spend money and throw it away. What the hell is that? I don't know. Should we have eaten it if it was all day in a Tupperware on the counter and it wasn't in the refrigerator?
I would have told you to throw it away.
Yeah, that's what we did.
But where were you all day though?
Home.
And you didn't notice them on there?
This morning, as I go about my routine in the morning, I'm seeing that on there, and I'm thinking, I trust her like a fool. Like I'm thinking to myself, well, I guess that's just like some old stuff she's going to throw in the garbage. Maybe she took some out of the refrigerator, old leftovers she's going to throw away. I mean, that was the new pork chops. I mean, not pork. Oh yeah, well, of course not. Yeah.
Yeah, cooked meat in a refrigerator lasts longer than raw meat, especially beef. If it's too long, it'll start to bleed. And the meat looks grayish. You really don't want to eat it.
He knows about everything, Tom, even cooking. He knows everything.
I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. Only Tom.
No.
Well, I think I got to get going, folks. So this is the end of our show.
Yeah, Joe must be hungry. He must be hungry. He's got to go.
He's so desperate, this buffoon, to make a joke.
No, those pork chops.
He's hungry. I told you I got to pick her up, but I got to leave.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because you don't retain anything.
No Burger King, McDonald's.
I don't want Burger King. I had Burger King for lunch. I don't want it again.
It's an Arby's kind of night.
Chicken tonight, man. What are you kidding? And get back on track. 2 weeks, man.
Good for you.
Tough. Hey, Tom, you have any ice cream tonight?
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh man. And I watched. I'll tell you something else crazy. Every time I had the ice cream, I put on Frankenstein 1970, 1958 movie. And I ate that's 11 times I put the movie on while I'm eating my ice cream. It's a childhood memories. Makes me feel like a child again. That's the way I like it.
Yeah, don't buy that peanut butter ice cream with chocolate because 1 teaspoon of peanut butter is like 90 calories. So you'd be surprised how many calories just in peanut butter that you eat.
Thank you, Danny.
Doesn't he aggravate you? He can ruin everything. Well, I got to get going. I'll talk to you folks later. Thank you for watching. This was a crazy stream again because Danny was here, but I'm glad. Danny, if you watch that Thanksgiving movie, make sure you give us a review.
See?
Just a reminder, everybody, this was a movie chat.
Listen, you. Hey, we had to find something to pad it out. Yeah, that's right. I got to chop all the Danny parts. No, he's talked about movies a little bit.
Yeah, I know. You get one mix up from the other.